Hello viewers, and welcome back to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Shadow Chernobyl. We return to where we left off, just outside the Sea Consciousness room. Now, one of the things that we're going to want to do is collect a little extra ammunition for our various guns, because the next section is going to be very ammo intensive. Specifically, we're going to want at least a couple more sets of both types. We're not going to get any more gauze rifle ammunition here, but we can at least hope to get some various forms. So I think a couple more, probably the grouping down this hallway is what we're really going to want, and then we'll turn back around and go. Switch over guns. Nothing in there. Nothing in here, if I remember correctly. And then this, right here. These two should have some ammunition for me. Or at least one of them does. And that'll be enough. Now. Unfortunately, with grenades, this next section is kind of useless. So, I've tried before to destroy these with grenades. Doesn't work very well. But about 2 of these per clip works just fine. So. See if we can. This is an annoying section because you can fight it or not. If you fight it, you waste a lot of ammunition. Now you just need to stay out of the way while the game goes into a cutscene. There we go. Now I'm going to go through this portion.
I see you have many questions for me. Well, ask them, and then we can decide what to do with you.
I'm going to go through this portion semi-quickly. Mainly, long enough for you to hear what they say.
We are the result of an experiment aimed at creating a super consciousness called Sea Consciousness. The consciousnesses of 7 volunteers were connected during the experiment, leading to the creation of the super consciousness that is us. We immediately subordinated those who were conducting the experiment and assigned them to tasks we needed them to carry out. According to our calculations, Earth is surrounded by a special informational field, the so-called noosphere. It includes all the inhabitants of the planet with cognitive abilities. Our main goal was to make small adjustments to the noosphere, allowing us to remove things like anger, cruelty, greed, and other negative factors from the planet. Individuals are unable to affect the noosphere, but Sea Consciousness could. Unfortunately, we made a mistake, and our interference spawned the zone, which we had been trying to contain ever since. What you see is the result of ill-considered intervention in the Earth's noosphere. Attempts to affect the noosphere brought about a local crack. The zone is simply the visible manifestation of this crack. The underlying problem is far greater than you can imagine. You're a bolt that fell out of the machine. Unfortunately, That did not come to our attention for a long time. From the moment the zone was formed, many people have tried to get to its center, but we cannot let that happen. Humanity is not ready for the truth. That is why we recruited stalkers by promising them the fulfillment of their most coveted desires. Once recruited, they would be sent to protect the zone's secret. It was the best place. After the explosion in 1986, there were very few people left in this area, and we could work without fear of being found. Further, there are many powerful antennae here, which are extremely important for our cognitive optimization experiments. No, we had nothing to do with that. Most of us were only starting out in science back then. The Chernobyl zone was not used as a testing site for experiments until 1989. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is a coded acronym which we use to mark agents programmed for particular missions. Your mission as our agent was to kill S.T.A.L.K.E.R and his group. They got too close to finding out things they shouldn't know. We created a network of psi fields on the way to the zone's center in order to recruit agents. You know one of these fields by the name of Brain Scorcher. When a stalker attempts to reach the zone's center in order to fulfill some wish, we acquire control over his consciousness and program him to a specific mission. A mistake was made, and your mission was to kill yourself. The transports we use to send our marked agents into the zone. They infiltrate the S.T.A.L.K.E.R community and carry out our orders without realizing it. Unfortunately, more than half of stalkers die during transportation. The zone is very unstable. You are one of our agents sent to kill S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and we're now trying to work out how we made that mistake. That depends on you. The zone is growing. We are trying to restrain its expansion, but humanity seems to be intent on hindering our work. Our resources are not limitless, and the bodies connected to sea consciousness eventually die. If you join us, we can restrict the zone's growth. If you decide otherwise, we cannot make a credible prognosis of the outcome.
So, in this game I'm going to go with the canon ending, which is I'm not going to help you in this deception. I will make a video later about following the joining ending. Now, this next section of the game is a bit of a slog. And there are a lot of sections in which the screen shakes. So we are going to try to get through it as quickly as we can, but I will be quick saving before every portal. So there may be a lot of death and going backwards. Now, the suit of armor we're in does not allow for sprinting, so that is something that we need to be careful of. Just like that. Screen shaking annoyance. Let's take some ammunition because we wasted a bunch. Jamming gun. So, we are going to save the Gauze rifle for when we need it most, and there will be sections where it will become very handy. Oh, failed to save, but here it goes. Quick save. This is one of the points in which the gauze rifle becomes extremely handy. Just reload it while we're down here. And let the shaking happen. There's a lot of that in this section of the game. Try not to fall off the ladder. That'd be great. I don't see the other faces up there right now. They'll show up eventually. We can get that guy now. Come down over here. Let the shaking happen. I know you're up there. I do. There's usually 3 up there. Ah, I see one. What? Oh, there's another one. Yeah, sometimes there's... I think I got the guy. I think he was right up there. Break these for possible ammunitions, and then we can head up these stairs. Which, before we go, we'll reload, and then switch back over. Now remember, we want to mainly keep up our supply of ammunition and medkits. Let's see, how good is that one right now? It's a little bit better, but I don't really want it. Yet again, not as good as it could be. So we're gonna follow past here, see if we can find that other body while the world shakes all around us. Here it goes. So unfortunately, that gun over there we cannot get to. Nope. Didn't get to move it. Sometimes you can. Not often. And that's a... Ow. That's a thing. Yet again, they continue to move out of the way when you aim at them. The shaking, as far as I'm concerned, seems to be best suited for them. They don't seem to take any aiming problems when it happens. Let's eat that while we're here. I think I'm good with the ammunition supply. Yeah, let's not worry about the ammunition. So so much. Now I believe I can get up here and possibly gain a few extra rounds of ammunition for our gauze rifle. Yeah. And there is a body over there, which should house some gauze rifle ammunition as well. Here we go. Unfortunately, his rifle is still up there, and we cannot climb this ladder. But that is the way the cookie crumbles. So, we continue going through here. There's some boxes we can break down. We might find some grenades. And luckily, boxes are something you can break when the world is shimmying and shaking around you. So, now, I'm going to do a quick save right here. And we will go down this ladder, break this. Oh, that's interesting. It didn't break everything at once. Usually we'll break all the boxes at one time, but that time it didn't. So, we'll go here. You can usually expect a shake every couple of minutes or so. There's one down. See if that guy will come around the corner. And he fell off. Disappointing, but not unheard of. So, this next section, we want to switch over to the gauze rifle. Because there's a guy... Oh, he is not up there. Oh, there he is. There. And if we move over here, right. Let the shaking happen. Okay, I don't see any more people up there right now. So we will reload really quick. Switch guns. Up here, someone will spawn in front of us. Let's see. That is a perfect condition gun. So we're going to unload this. And at the same time, we'll drop all these grenades. We don't really need them. I will come close, about right here, drop a quick save, go through. There's one. There's two. There's the suicidal person. I call him the suicidal person because he always seems to blow himself up. I think that's everybody. Then it begins to shake again. Collect a couple more bits of ammunition. This one seems to be in better repair, so we unload this one. Drop it. That doesn't work, sadly. Pick up more ammunition and rifles. So this one is not as good. We'll drop it. This guy's gun seems to have gone flying. There comes the shake again. Grenade that we don't need. Another grenade that we don't need. Okay. So, oh, what's this one? Doesn't seem like anything important. So, we stand here, pop a quick save, we go on through. Switch back over. Now this is a section we want our gauze rifle out. Down over there are going to be a few rocket launcher peoples. Unfortunately, it took 3 shots to get that guy, but I really don't like the shaking. I really don't. So, next is another guy down over here. There we go, finally. I don't think there's another one, but we also want to keep as much of that as we can. Now, down in here, we can't really see it through all of this, I don't believe. But down in there is actually... Yep, we can't get over there. This is where the wish granter is. I believe it's down in this end over here. There are 2 guys up there, which... don't think we'll get to see them first. Let the shake go. Fire around. Maybe get their attention. Haha. That went far easier than I anticipated it to. Ah, medkits. Good things. Alrighty, so we're in front of it. Pop another quick save and go through. This is an area where I wish I'd remembered grenades for. You really don't want to go up there while it's shaking. There is a... what's it called? Snork. There's a snork up there. So we're going to do a quick save down here really quick. Go up this broken ladder. Reload. Now there's going to be a few sections where there are snorks ahead of us. here, drop another quick save, and continue through. Ah, yes. And then, of course, the shaking. Always the shaking, more shaking. Down here at a later point, there will be people. He has a rocket launcher. Here's another one of these. Quick save before it. Go on through. There are snorks just around this corner. There will be another one a little bit farther down. Right over there. Now, we want to jump here. Drop a quick save. Go through. Let the shaking happen. Shaky, 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 shaky. Down here now, there are going to be people that want us dead. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to our sniper. Rude. Get rid of them. There was... Oh, I guess he ran upstairs. Guess he climbed up the ladder, because there's usually one guy down there, which is probably that guy. So it looks like everyone, I think, will not make any guarantees. Nope. You went the wrong way. You were supposed to go down. So, here's this. Quick save before it. Going through. And of course, shaking happens right in the spot that we really wish it wouldn't. Love it when they're miraculously bulletproof. Would you like to come to a point where you can be seen and shot, please? No. Nope. Continuing along the lines of... Nope. Dang it. I hate this. This is quite honestly my most irritating section of this game, is when you have to deal with the constant shaking. How'd you get back up there? Go away. Wow. You are bulletproof. Thank you. Now, there's a section over here that you have to climb over. Shaky shakies, shaky shakies. Please stop. Okay. Some small amount of physics engine. And we got it. Falling down that is not fun. Just to point it out. Now we will come across here. See two guys up there. Thank You... You know, if you didn't fire, I would never have known you were there. Get past the shaking, even more shaking. Like I said, this is going to be a rather long video. I'm going to go through this entire section. Or not. A half-hour video is long enough for me. So I'm going to end it here. And when we return, I will complete this section. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a like, maybe subscribe. And have a great day.